Welcome. This is a I Knew My Type video, and Brookie has joined me today, and she is a stunning Type 4 woman. Hello.
Hello.
And I love her story because I think we're going to learn and reinforce the importance of our own knowing, our own voice. And so, Brookie, you were introduced to energy profiling through the Child Whisperer, I understand.
Yes.
You have 3 children.
I have 3 children.
And so you were first, someone recommended that book to you.
Yes.
You read it. I'm glad you did, because I love being supportive to parents, understanding their child's nature. So it obviously caught your attention for you.
Yes.
So where'd you go from there?
From there, I found out there was an adult type book, so I got It's Just My Nature and read that and was fairly certain I was a Type 4 after reading both of those.
Okay, so at this point, she's now assessed herself as a Type 4. Now we enter into friends. Where'd you go from there?
Well, I had some friends in my neighborhood who I knew had read the books and followed energy profiling as well. So I thought, well, I'll talk with them.
So you were getting together to just
sort of
share your thoughts about your kids and yourself.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
now you're socializing and connecting with friends.
Yes, and I said, I think I'm a Type 4. And, they heard out my story and my reasons why, and then we had talked about it, and I was convinced I was a Type 1 instead.
So their feedback to you was, oh, no, you're a Type 1.
Yes.
Then were they giving support to that because of this and
yes,
this and this?
They had
You're
all
Type
these reasons
1.
why I was Type 1.
Okay, so then what'd you do with that feedback?
Well, unfortunately, I listened to it. I
Okay.
thought they must be the authority on it because they've read the books, they follow it, they've done it longer than I have.
They've been living with that information longer than you.
So they must see something that I don't see.
Okay.
So I thought, well, I'll try it out as a Type 1 then. I bought the course as a Type 1. I tried dressing as a Type 1, all of it. It didn't work very well, though.
You did not feel good, right?
No, for about 4 months.
What did you feel? I'm curious. What was it like for you?
It was a lot of... I don't know how to explain it, but a lot of anxiety.
Okay.
I felt like I needed to be moving. I felt like I needed to be social. I felt like I needed to be doing these bubbly things, sparkles, things in my hair that just
So
didn't...
it was a lot of effort.
It was a lot of effort, and
you were
it
feeling
was
that.
It was a lot of exhaustion because
Okay.
I tried so hard.
And true to your Type 4 nature, you would have wanted to do it according to the guidelines as well as you
Yes.
could.
Yeah, I followed as much of the course as I could.
Sure you would.
I followed how to do your makeup, how to do your hair, and everything.
By this point, I would think you'd say, I hate this course.
I did.
I hate this program.
I did.
It doesn't work.
The whole time I'm sitting here going, this is not me. And I finally said, enough. I'm either quitting or I have to try something different. And
Now, did you re-enter the friend feed? Where did you just on your own? What's the next part of the story?
yeah,
here?
so I decided I needed to be Type 4. I needed to try out Type 4 before I quit altogether.
Okay, that's
So
good.
I went to my friends and I said, I understand what you're saying, but it's so, I hate this. I hate how I feel. I hate the way I look. So I'm either going to quit trying altogether or I'm going to try this Type 4 and see how I like it.
Right.
So I went back and changed the course to the Type 4 and watched it all in one day and never went back.
Yeah, once you even entered the learning space of the Type 4 curriculum, did you just go,
Oh, very much so.
Yeah, you got it. It felt so correct to you.
It felt so much more natural that I was like, oh, I can do this.
Just again, we produce the different curriculum there's just a quality of how we present the content that's very true to that type. And so just even your learning experience is very different as a Type 4, learning from a Type 4 curriculum. That content really supports you. It's validating over and over and over. There's a validation because you really resonate with what you're seeing, what you're hearing. So then you put on a Type 4 style. I'm wondering, did you get rid of all your black?
No, because I actually, if I look back at pictures during the Type 4 time or Type 1 time, I'm wearing black under everything,
So you
like
still
as a black undershirt or black.
So you
know, I had grounding there, and I laughed
Okay.
because I'm like, even trying to be type 1, I had to ground myself somehow because
with your black.
with the black.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm glad you didn't like just pack it all up, send it off. But well, let's look at Brookie's facial features and her hands just to reinforce how this expresses with face profiling and body profiling. And so your posture is very type 4. That you know, it's very common. It's not exclusive to this posture, but that you sit very parallel, you know, straight back, both feet planted on the floor, your hands just placed in your lap, which you just do naturally. And then we're looking for parallel lines and symmetry. And so if we split your face in half, we can see, and this isn't down to the centimeter, folks. I mean, that's where type 4s will get out rulers and start measuring. But by looking at her face, we can see there's a mirroring effect that it does. If you know, they're pretty much in the same placement on both sides of the face. And now we're looking for parallel lines. We've got a parallel line here, here, and your mouth isn't as straight as some type 4s, but we've also got this very defined jawline. If you turn your head, actually turn it towards me, you can see that it cuts up deep. So the jawline's very defined here, and you have a very straight nose bridge. And you're so still when you're just able to be very poised and still. And I imagine you again, have different interests and talents and things that you do that allow you to get really focused, that you like to get really focused on some things.
Yes.
And so, in your hands, hold your hand up. We can see, and we'll put your fingers together because I think we can see these parallel lines more clearly. And those are created by the fingers pretty much being the same width here at the base to the tip. And so we see these nice clean lines here. And so you were spot on with me, your assessment, what you saw in yourself. You used the information correctly to assess yourself as a type 4. I'd love for you to share what you love about being a type 4 woman, the type 4 style, and then we'll close with a quick tip.
I love that I know the colors support my energy now. Mm-hmm. That I can wear these and I know that other people will understand a little bit better, even if they don't know profiling. They'll understand my movement and my energy. Yeah,
that you're sending the correct message of who you are.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I love knowing the qualities of a type 4 so that I can see the things that I previously thought were flaws are not flaws. They're just type 4 things that not necessarily liking social situations of overly, or
it's not a weakness in you,
right? It's not a weakness,
just your preference.
And it's just been very grounding to me. I understand myself so much better, and that's been the most beneficial part of all of it.
Yeah, and I think too that when you have it in both ways, both that we can be challenged by some of our tendencies, we have more conscious ability to manage ourselves, to not go to extremes with who we are. Again, I need to watch that or keep that balanced. I'm sure you would love for your 3 children to make their bed every morning and have their rooms immaculate. But you get to know that you're in relationships and family systems and everyone can understand each other better.
Yes.
What is your tip for our viewers as far as profiling themselves?
My tip is to trust yourself. Be your own authority. Talk about it if you'd like with friends, but don't take them as the authority because you know yourself more than they do. Yeah,
and maybe you haven't seen yourself in a while. Maybe you have dismissed and played to what you thought you should be, who you have to be in the world to be accepted, to be validated. I do feel deep within us there is a knowing of who we are, and there's great freedom in knowing that, isn't there?
Yes.
It's very healing to just come into that alignment. So I appreciate your story. It's really supportive to our community. The majority of our women do know their type through the different resources that the online profiling course, the book, the other supportive resources like this video. So again, Brookie is just again reinforces the fact that we are meant to know ourselves, and and whatever your process is and coming to that knowing, trust it. And if anything, your misstep has even been a stronger confirmation for many other areas of your life to say, I really need to listen to myself.
Yes.
So that was even a valuable learning.
Very, very. It was valuable. I wouldn't take it back.
Yeah, that's great. Well, thanks for joining me today and sharing your story with all of the beautiful women in our community. Thanks for watching.